does it make sense to bring those guys back if they are still playing through pain, to be able to try to, I don't know, like Kentucky's projected as a 3 or 4 seed. Does it make sense to bring them back if they're still playing through pain when you can give them maybe another week and get them to the point where you get to the SEC tournament or maybe even the NCAA tournament where you have a chance to win something? Right now, you're just winning games as opposed to being able to win something where you can hang a banner.
For Kentucky.
Is T.O. frozen?
Yeah, I might be. Are you there?
Yeah. Did Kentucky rush? Did Kentucky make the right decision rushing? I don't know if it was rushing, but bringing back Lamont Butler and Jaxson Robinson when it was pretty clear they weren't back to 100% last night in their win.
Guys, look, every win matters, especially right now going into the end of the season. Like you're playing for. Uh-oh.
Go ahead.
We're playing. You're playing for seeding at this point. Is seeding ever more important in the SEC right now? Is seeding ever more important than the NCAA tournament? Like right now is important. That win at Oklahoma, like I'm not saying it was a must win, but it may have been fallen into that category of like can't lose that one because I think Oklahoma. And correct me if I'm wrong here. I think they're the worst team in the SEC, or right there close to it. So, like. No, they're Oklahoma, LSU, South Carolina. I'm not saying it's like you can't lose that game, but at the same time, you want to win them. So, look, let's be honest. If Lamont's on the floor, they're just better teams. 70% Lamont is better than a lot of point guards. And quite frankly, it's the best point guard they have on the roster. Was it wrong to force them to play? I don't think
it was a force.
Yeah, that's the thing. They didn't force him to play. Like
I think
the guy wants to play. Hey, we're in college. Like they're going to play. If they can play, they're going to play. And that's okay. By the way, NBA has that problem right now. They have a little boo-boo not playing. College, these kids want to play. Let them play. That's where I'm at with that. As you guys both look down at your phone and don't even listen to them.
I listen to everything.
No, I don't want to hear that shit. We're getting in a bad habit. We're getting in a bad habit.
I'm just checking the YouTube comments over here. That's all I'm doing.
No, it doesn't pop up on the side of the screen here.
Crazy.
I can hear and look at my phone. Yes, NBA has. College does not. And
no, it doesn't. And they should play. If you could play, be there for your team. You could play.
Yep.
All right, let's talk about Kentucky though.
This is a game that a Cal team very well could have lost, and Mark Pope found a way to win it in a slot of the season where you really needed it. You needed a win like this. Otego Away stepped up.
We figured out who was calling T.O.'s phone.
Well, it was my phone that was ringing, but no, Kyle, I am not looking that up. Oh my goodness, these comments. Come on when we do these midday like Wednesday or Thursday shows, everyone seems to not be working. So which is fine because we're not either. So the thing is, like, I think T.O., you talked about emotions of a player. How about Otego Away?
Mm-hmm. Man, so good. What, he scored 21 of the last 23? Unbelievable.
28 points. This is why Kentucky's still dangerous in March, because they have multiple players who could go on a run like that in a game. They could take over a game, score it at a high rate. They did not shoot the three well, 7 for 23 in this game, and Oklahoma did shoot the basketball well, and Oklahoma was a desperate team. You know, if Oklahoma wins this game, the bubble pressure comes off them a little bit. It does, because you would have had back-to-back big wins. But instead, you're right. I mean, Lamont Butler is still a top 15 defensive player in the sport.
Yeah.
So without him, you're really at a loss on the perimeter. And they had to get a couple of stops late. I thought that they fought really hard to get this win. They had enough balanced scoring in 27 minutes. How about Brandon Garrison off the bench? Garrison
had a fight at the end of it too.
Right. Hey, Brandon Garrison stepped up for his team. And then, you know, I mean, I do think, Rob, like, I would say this. Kobe Bryant, whether or not he is making shots, is going to affect Kentucky's March outcomes, because when he's making them and they're getting stops and the other players are falling in place, good things happen. Last night, he was trying to ignite. He never really got going. They need that. They need a healthy Butler. I mean, of course, they need a health, Robinson. These guys, just getting this win and getting these guys on the floor is a good step for Kentucky. They found a way in an SEC road game against a bubble team. I consider that a positive, and it's a confidence boosting thing that this team could need heading into March.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the ending was fun too. You had the bucket from Owe, you had the block at the other end, you had teams getting in fights and layup lines, you had a beer getting thrown from the stand. Like it was, I didn't realize Oklahoma fans were like that.
Oh yeah,
I didn't realize
definitely like
Oklahoma
that.
fans were like that. What's going on over there, fan?
It's that time of year, guys. I mean, now this is the time of year where the phones are ringing for a
Yes.
variety of things, either March stuff, coaches,